I think one of the most important things when it comes to being successful as a man is to understand that there is a subconscious and unconscious part of our psyche that we have to address. When we talk about inner game, when we talk about frame, all it is understanding your upbringing, how you grew up, and maybe the programs that your parents instilled in you or the people that were around you programming you since you were a little kid. So for example, one thing that I had to unprogram in myself was the way that my family and my parents looked at money. I was a first generation immigrant. My parents were from Mexico, and the way that they saw money, as I grew older, I started realizing there was a lot of gaps and holes in their financial mindset. So I had to make a lot of adjustments when I was in college, when I started actually thinking about those programs, and change that mentality. I had to change the way that I saw the world and the way that I saw money. So that was one of the things that I knew was affecting me as I grew older. When it comes to other guys, it could be completely different for them. It can be maybe they don't feel confident enough to talk to a girl. Maybe they felt when they were kids that they weren't worth it to get what they wanted. Their parents might have told them like, you're not good enough to get that. And a lot of this is fucking bullshit, because in those early years of development, you're not your true person. You're not the person that you were destined to be. You're the greatest version of yourself. So you're very moldable at those ages. And I just think it's very important to understand that. Understand that we all have flaws, that we're not perfect, but to make the necessary adjustments now that you can fully comprehend that period of time. You can comprehend those subconscious programs, the psychology behind inner game and frame. First thing when it comes to frame and inner game is to understand that you come first, that you have to really focus on yourself and focus on building yourself as a man. No one really is going to come down and save you. No one's going to rescue you from actually putting in the work of becoming a man. You know, you might have guidance, especially if you have a great support system from your friends and your family, your parents, your brothers, sisters, whatever. If you have a great support system, that makes it a lot easier. But if you don't have that, you still have to think. But even if you have that, you still have to think at the end of the day, you're accountable. You have that extreme ownership, and you have to focus on yourself. You have to build yourself from the ground up. You have to be the person that drives the needle forward and creates the person that you want to become. No one's going to come and save you. No one's thinking about how they're, Andrew Tate has a line about this where he says that no one's thinking about how they're going to make you more money. It's more about how you're going to better yourself and get yourself to that next level. There's nothing wrong with being a bit egocentric when it comes to this point. You're not out here trying to satisfy everyone and try to please the whole world. At a certain point, you have to focus on what's best for you. What do you want from your life? That you come first. You're the center of origin in your life. So let's go ahead and pull up the whiteboard. The first thing that we have here is to focus on yourself. Focus on you. As we grow up, we're kind of like forced into thinking that you have to do this for this person. You have to do what's best for the family. You have to do what's best for this thing. But at a certain point, you can get lost in trying to please so many people and so many things. So it's always really important to remember that if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't help anyone. If you're about to die and you need to rescue someone else, let's say you're on the boat, you fall off the boat, and you need a life vest to start swimming. If you don't get that life vest and take care of yourself first, you cannot help anyone else that's drowning on that boat. You have to take care of yourself first. That's the best way to actually help other people. When I started making money, when I started focusing on myself, I was able to have more resources and time to actually help the people that I love. So focusing on yourself is very important. That's the first step to building your inner game, and to actually building strong, healthy inner game is to focus on yourself, focus on what you need to do, on your knowledge, focus on your body, focus on getting your mind right, your spirit right. The next thing is to focus on your body, training, and diet. The best way to tell that a person takes care of themselves and actually actually loves themselves is their body. If you look at someone's body, you can see how much they actually care about themselves. Because if they didn't care about themselves, they wouldn't be eating shit. They wouldn't let themselves get out of shape. They wouldn't let themselves get obese. They wouldn't fuck their temple up. That's like that's their life vessel. That's the vessel that's getting them through this life. And if they're not taking care of their body, you can tell that they don't really value themselves as much. So body training and diet. Even if you have to take some time to yourself, like you could take a monk mode period for maybe like a month. I wouldn't recommend going past a month, but focusing a month on just your body, your training, your diet is going to completely change your frame. Because when you focus on your body, you're going to get stronger. You're going to look more attractive. But two, you're actually going to just feel better. Like you're taking care of yourself. You're providing your body with the necessary workout and health that it needs. So training ensures that you do that. Lifting heavy weights, sparring, hitting an MMA gym, getting into some martial arts, running, jump rope, whatever the fuck you're into, just pick some form of training that's one, going to make you stronger. Two, is going to make you dangerous. So you can actually have some self-defense. We're going to talk about this more in positive masculinity, but having that confidence of self-defense is invaluable. No one can take that away from you. And then finally, your diet. Your diet, if you're feeding your body correctly, it just means that you love yourself. You're actually taking care of yourself. So these are all components of inner game. Your health is a very important part of your inner game. If you're not taking care of your health, then you have either some bad mental programs where maybe when you were a kid, you saw family members around you not eat healthy, or they didn't really care too much about their health. So they were just like, fuck it, I'll eat whatever. And you kind of started getting those programs as you grew up. The next thing is to actually invest in yourself. Investing in yourself can be in your education, taking courses that are going to maximize your education, investing in your training, investing into new books, new things that are going to fuel you. They're going to fuel your life. These are the best investments that you can make. Let's say I was 18, I didn't have anything to my name, but $1,000. I would invest those $1,000 into my education. How can I make more money? How can I get into shape faster? How can I elevate my business skills? Anything in that light, I would invest into it. Another thing is that if you don't believe in yourself, no one's ever going to fucking believe in you, because you already look at yourself as a loser. So if you think you're a loser, other people are going to perceive you as a loser. If you look at yourself as a winner, that you're destined to do great things, other people are going to treat you in that light. They're going to say, man, this guy, like he's ambitious. He's trying to get there. I want to be part of his team. I want to support him. So that energy that you give off is fucking important, because if you're giving off weak, scrub, loser energy, you're going to get that in your life. That's the type of people that are going to associate with you. And that's the type of opportunities that are going to present themselves to you. But if you have that fucking king, go-getter, ambitious energy, you're going to be surrounded around people that have the same type of energy. And more opportunities, better opportunities will present themselves to you as well. Just to hit on that point again, this is just analyze your programming. Analyze how you grew up. Analyze your background. Like I said, for me, this was a big one. I grew up in the Mexican-American background, like an immigrant mentality. There was a lot of things that were very helpful, a lot of positive values that came from it, like family, high importance on family, a really hard work ethic that came from my parents, my dad especially, and my uncles. A lot of great things came from my upbringing, but there was a lot of negative things that came as well. Two of the biggest ones off the top of my head were the financial literacy, understanding how money works, understanding the American credit system, how to generate more money by acquiring higher level skills. Also, not investing into liabilities like trucks that are going to lose their value as soon as you drive them off the lot. A lot of Mexicans do that. They buy a lot of shit that they don't need just to flash and stunt. The next thing I learned, also diet. my parents didn't really teach me diet and training, how to train effectively for muscle mass and reducing body fat. These were a lot of things that were just programmed into my subconscious when I was a kid. I didn't really understand it. It wasn't until I got older that I started analyzing the world and started questioning a lot of things that I grew up with. So that's one thing that I would invite you to do to optimize your inner game and your frame. Actually look into yourself and see what type of programming you have. Were you always like mama's boy, where you had to please mom and you always have to say yes to mom, and now you have that same type of behavior with women, where you don't have a backbone, you don't have boundaries, you don't have a strong frame to defend yourself? Just start thinking about them. In future videos, we're going to be talking about how to overcome these obstacles. In this video, I really wanted to focus on the importance of developing stronger frame and a stronger inner game. Let me know what you think. If you thought any of these were helpful, make sure to give us a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay strong, stay relentless, and keep on conquering. Peace.